Hey, all my Viking warriors for Jesus. Yeah, I want to make a video. I haven't made a video in a little while. But as you guys know, I love the Lord. Um, as you see, I'm a Marine, I'm a veteran. I have a lot of things that are wrong with me that let's just say that there's some evil parts of our uh, well, I won't say that, but the VA won't do anything. They're trying to, put everything under the carpet kind of thing. So I'm kind of stuck with that kind of thing, but that's not really what I want to talk about, kind of, but, you know. Um, right now, I just want to say to all you libtards out there, you're ruining America. You're not helping America. I know George Soros, or however you want to say that dirtbag's name. Sorry, Lord. But he's causing a lot of problems by paying these idiots to start riots where they shouldn't be riots. I mean, we're very peaceful people, God-fearing men who are veterans. But let me tell you something. It doesn't mean we're weak. Man, don't take that as weakness. I know my other brothers and sisters out there can attest for me. Uh, we're not weak. I may be broken. I may be hurting. Um, but you come at me, there's going to be problems, and you're probably going to be waking up in a hospital somewhere with a tube sticking out of you. But I'm not trying to be a tough guy, but you people got to start realizing that we're only holding back because we're grown-ups. You people, libtards, fascist pigs, Nazi holdouts, whatever you want to call yourselves. I know you call us the Nazis, right? Maybe you ought to look in your history books. Oh, that's right, you're stupid, because that's why you follow some woman who actually has a blood trail miles and miles and miles, I should say, to the moon. You know me. I can't count. But I'm telling you, it just gets to me because it's like I'm sitting here thinking, okay, they call us bottom feeders. They call the veterans people we can't trust. But you trusted us when we were in the Marine Corps. You trusted us when we were in the Army, when we were in the Air Force, when we were in the Navy, when we were in the Coast Guard. You trusted us then, but then all of a sudden, we're out. You don't trust us no more? That's how it went? Now listen, I back Trump. Some of the things that he says, just because you don't agree with certain things, you don't run around like a little baby yelling and screaming and thinking, oh, they're going to kill us. You know what? Shut up with that. Just shut up with that. Grow up. Grow up. Okay? That's all I have to say. Grow up. You people are just, and you know what? The younger generation, I'm not really that surprised. I can't say that, because what we need to do is go to these colleges, and we need to arrest half of the staff members at these colleges, because they're all into this Nazi stuff. They're a socialist bunch of people. They're, back from the hippie days where, I won't even say the perversion that they did back then, but anywho, now they're lawyers, now they're teachers, now they're, in our system, and they're hurting our system. They're teaching our kids how to be little snots. I mean, how many kids do you know nowadays who, I've heard it so many times when people put them on camera, how do you think your parents would react? F my parents. Whoa, step back. You wouldn't be on that little vacation or in that stupid college you're at if it weren't for your parents working their butts off, trying to give you an education, and all you do is sit there at this stupid college who they don't train these kids to be adults. They train them to be little, snot bubbly kids running around, and if they don't get something, what they want, well, then they're going to cry and yell and scream about it and then call you a fascist. Which, wait a minute, you're holding up my freedom of speech. You're blocking my doorways. I've seen a couple of videos out there where, there are those of us who are getting tired of your crybaby, block the doorway. Get a job. Do something. Do something that will make America better. You know what I mean? Trump's trying to do everything he can do. He's done everything he's promised to do. God put him in there, not you. God put him in there. So if God wants him out, then God will take him out. I assure you that. So don't cry like a little baby. I see some of these guys out there too that are like little, sorry Lord, bitches with hoods on. So I don't want to be seen. Grow up, man, because it's going to come down to it to where we're going to organize. And when we organize and we come out there, everything that George Soros paid you, man, you're going to need that for hospital bills. You really want that? So grow up. Just grow up, man. Do your studies. Look what you're every time somebody talked to you guys about anything, somebody come up to you and want to talk to you, the only thing that came out of your mouth was hatred, talking about killing people, our own president even. And I don't understand it, but back in the day when that bum was in the presidency, we didn't like him. I knew a lot of my buddies, Marine Corps, Army, I know that none of them liked him. But you know what? We're grown-ups. We have to live with whatever consequences happen. Hey, he was put into office by illegal means, but hey, so what? We had to deal with it. And he ruined America. And Trump's trying to pick it back up, and you guys are yelling and screaming that he's ruining America. He's already put jobs after jobs in, but of course you don't want to go for that because you don't want a job. You want to stand out there in the street and act like a total moron. Well, go ahead. Stand out in front of your house, act like a moron. Because I'm getting tired of you blocking ways. People have to work. You know that? People work to make a living. Don't ruin that for them just because you're sorry for your life. I don't understand the things that are going on, and I hope, I want to take this back a little bit. Those of you who don't know, I was in Desert Storm, Marine Corps. There's a lot of us that are not getting the proper care. Somehow, some way, they fudged up my records on my DD-214s, and now I got to sit and live with it. And they're saying that, well, I wasn't there, and it's kind of funny because they got me down there for what the corpsman put down, but yet I wasn't out there. They did what they did to us, and they know what they did. It was, Daddy Bush, back when I was in, whole bunch of other knuckleheads. Hey, they can make money by selling all kinds of stuff to other countries who we're actually, in a fight with. I don't know, are you going to give brass knuckles to a bully that wants to beat you up? Yeah, that's exactly how it went. Well, now a lot of us are either dead or we're hurting really bad, and the VA won't do anything about it. They just sit there and argue with you, and it kind of upsets me because you go into Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, you name it. You go in there and you take an oath to protect your country, foreign or domestic, and you promise that. So we do that, and to this day we're still doing it. But yet, VA, do you live up to that? No, because there's a lot of Nazis in there. We need to clean a lot of places out. These people are getting paid thousands of dollars just to get us out of there, just so that it saves them money. They can give those to the bigger CEOs, and then when you had that one Marine who gave them up, all of a sudden they want to either put him in jail or for telling the truth. I see how see how they operate. Let's talk to another guy that I was in there. I was trying to get in. He said, I'm really sorry. He says, I'm just back from out there in Afghanistan, and I can't even get my he says, I can't even get help. How sad is that? How sad is that? Trump, if you ever watch this, please help us out. We're hurting bad. I mean, I smile a lot because I try to, Marine Corps, they always tell you never let them see your pain. But I'll tell you, you had a lot of suicides in all the forces who got this, and you also had a lot of people with a lot of problems that they never had before, like me. Never smoked a day in my life. I have one lung that works, one lung, and amongst other things with my nerve problems, and a whole host of things. Well, I'm not going to go through all that, but I'm just saying. But I hope, and I still do pray for all my brothers and sisters out there that they will get the help that they need, and I'll always be praying for that. So, like I said, I hope and I pray that, like they said, clean the swamp out. We've got a lot of dirty people in our government. We've had it ever since Daddy Bush there. I'm sorry, you're a criminal. You are a criminal. You hurt us, your people. Why would you do that? Now, you know what? I still pray for you because the Lord says I have to pray for everybody that He reigns on, and He reigns on the bad people too. So I can't just pray for the good people. So I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your sons who are dirty, and I'm praying for a whole host of those other dirty people, And I hope you guys will too. Be prayer warriors. No more of this, want to hurt this guy, hurt that guy. But look, if somebody does come at you, you got every right to defend yourself. I'm just saying. So you're talking about a whole bunch of trained men and women who will put a hurt into you. So don't do it. Don't step to us. If you want it to be peaceful, walk away. If you want it to be peaceful, get out of the way. If they say, please, would you move? Be nice about it and move. You can protest all you want. Just don't be idiots. Don't damage property. You didn't see us damaging any property, did you? No. So that's all I wanted to really say today on this one. Hopefully, it reaches you guys. And like I said, I'm praying for all y'all. And just keep up the fight. Keep up the fight. I love y'all. Have a good night. And That's it. Take care.